Hello, I wish you can hear me. I'm just testing the connection. Please let me know if you can hear me so that I can start. Hello, let me know if you are. You have no issue with the connection, and if you can hear me, you can type something on the chat. Also, let me know if you have any problems with the connection. Also, let me know. Hello, anyone there? Hello, guys. I'm testing the connection, and I need to know if you are there. Okay, thank you, Mr. Magid. Anyone else can confirm this? Mr. Sham, it's very nice to see you here. Okay, I can see that at least who are watching me right now, no problem. Okay, thank you for your confirmation, Mr. Sham. So I will start right now. Okay, and this session is about on-change. Okay, I'm trying to make it for one session for on-change because on-change usually is using for set values based on some other values filled by the user in the form. So what I'm trying to do now is to add more concepts, let's say more concepts, more options for on-change. Okay, so we are going to discuss more options and more options, yes, and concepts in on-change, because it's not only about setting a value based on another value. Okay, there is something else to be done with this. Okay, so again, for this short, you're welcome, Mr. Cham. So for this quick introduction, you have no problem. Okay, please let me know if you have any issue. Okay, so for API on-change, you may know that we already discussed models, fields, and API, which is already exist in some other files in Odoo. Actually, you know that the files for the whole framework is already exist in Odoo. Okay, it's not the external, or let's say the most parent folder you get cloned from GitHub. It is one from inside, and it's just beside or in the same level of add-ons. In Odoo here you have this file API, fields, and models. Okay, we will be interested in APIs for today, and actually we will interested more in on-change. I think that it's a method def on-change, and this is the short documentation. I think that I will use the presentation mode. This will be very helpful for us. Okay, so as you can see here in this documentation, actually what I'm going to do right now, I will read this this comment, or okay, this decorator, okay, will be decorate an on-change method for given fields. What it does mean for given fields, it means this field here, which can be listed. Let's say that we have partner ID, we can also have email, and blah blah blah, more fields as you want. Okay, of course I will not change this here, just wanted to explain what it stands for when you said for given fields. Okay, so this is how you write an on-change method. Usually, let's say all of us, especially for newcomers to Odoo development, you use on-change for setting a value, so something like that. So self.message is a field in the working object, and you set its value. That's it. But actually, you can use it for more purposes. Like, of course, in addition to setting a value, you can also return a domain or a warning. That's it. That's really where the power of using on-change. In other words, you can add a domain based on conditions, and also it's let's say I dynamically changed the domain here. Let's say it's a dynamic domain. I can say that it's a dynamic domain that may change depends on what you already filled in the form. Okay, of course we will come to this more technically and in more details. Also, you can add a warning message that can also be changed based on what you have. Okay, so let's start with adding some code. Let's say that you have an email, okay, and you already filled this here, something like that, m.magdy at yourcompany.com, okay, and you need to extract the domain for the website, okay, from the entered email. Here, on-change will play a good role, and it will do exactly what you expect. Okay, so let's start with this. I will add another email, another field for website. Use Odoo PyCharm templates. Hopefully you really know it and already configured this for you. Okay, I think that Mr. Hisham, you do not see my screen. Anyone have the same problem? Please let me know if anyone else have the same problem, please. Hisham, you still have the same problem? Do not see the screen too? Mr. Magd, I do not understand what do you mean by yes. Guys, you mean that you cannot see my screen? I'm not sure what do you mean by yes. Okay, thank you, Mr. Magid. Mr. Hisham, you see only my picture. Okay, can you just reload the page? I would really appreciate this. I know it's not easy to following with no issues. So please, if anyone else have the same problem, let me know. No one responds. No one responds. Okay, should I proceed? I'm not sure. Okay, I think that I will proceed, and I will be happy to hear from you. I mean that if you have any problem, sometimes, okay, I'm not sure what's going on, but if you think that it's a repeated problem, please let me know. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to add a website field that will be extracted from the email. Okay. Anyone else, if you have this problem, please let me know. It would be highly appreciated so that we can all follow the session with no problem. I understand. I understand, Mr. Magid. I'm not sure, but anyone else have the same problem? I mean, it might be related to your connection. If everyone else have the same problem, it might be mine. I mean, my connection. That's why I would really appreciate if someone else reported the problem if you have it. Okay, I think I will proceed. So what I'm going to do now is adding an API as decorator on a change email, and it will be an on a change. This can be the name of the method. Okay, no one reported any issues. Okay, so based on changing the email. Oh, let's. I'm sorry, I was focusing on the problem, so I think that I missed to add this website to the views first. This will make it easier for both of us to follow. So we have this website now in the view. What I'm going to do now is to restart the service, Odoo service. Okay, let's check here. It should appear just below the car field. Okay, so we now have this field. Okay, for now, what I'm going to do right now is to extract the website using the email. Assuming that you have your email, something like that. The email is your name. I'm sorry, your name at your company.com. Okay, this will assume that you have a website with http www. Okay, your company.com. This is actually what we are going to do right now. If you have an email, of course, we will extract this part and add the string here, okay, to make a new website filled automatically. Okay, so let's say if self.email. I will check the messages if someone else has the same problem. I'm really sorry for being. Okay, no one else reported this. What we are going now is self.website equals self.email. This is Python method to split the text. Okay, so if you have an email, the website would be the email, but splitting the text. In other words, it will split it one piece, and this will be the other piece. This will result in having a list of two text. Okay, and now I will use the other one. I mean, by using this index one, this will result in something that we will see right now. I have this. Let's say that I have a company with xyz.abc. Okay, so I have this right now. Okay, this should be something like company.com. Okay, so if I moved, on a change. So that's exactly what on a change do. If you have field and you will fill the value, okay, and move out, let's say focus out from this field, actually it will do the calculations you already added in the Python file. By calculation, these two lines. If you have an email, okay, the website should have the other part, this one, okay, and it should be added also in the field website. That's it all about. Okay, but actually we still need to add this text. http www dot having a string here. Okay, what I have done here is that I just wanted to add www and http dot http colon backslashes www dot. Okay, and of course we will have the other part here, something like that. So I just wanted to have this result here. Again, I will restart again. Of course, I will discard the page, edit. So let's say that you have your company.com. Now you have this URL. By saving this, okay, you have this value. It's done, and this is usually what we how we are using onchange. And what I'm here is to explain about two new concepts, or let's say two new features that you can use by adding an onchange. I know that maybe a lot of you really know about how to trigger a warning or adding a domain using onchange, but I just wanted to make sure that all of us know this. Okay, but let's say that I wanted to have this link clickable. Actually, this is what I'm going to do right now. We have this website, okay, and I wanted to make it, this one is clickable. So what I need to do, again, you remember that we have widget email. Actually, we will do the same here, widget URL. Okay, again, the widgets will do one of these, or one of two changes to the field. It will either change the behavior, or at least it will change how it looks. Okay, so when I reload again, so that the changes can take place, this link now is clickable. Okay, guys, I think that I will be happy. I'm not sure there is already, yes, it changes the URL. Okay, I was redirected, but anyway, this is what this one, I mean, the first concept or first feature is about. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is I will add two other features or two other concepts that you can actually return a dictionary. Okay, say that you have, by the way, you can click on control on the keyboard and now jump to the method so that you can get more details about this. So we have here return domain something, and we have this domain warning, title, and message. Actually, what I will copy this and I will keep it, let's say, here. I will keep it like that. Okay, so it can be as a guideline for you guys, and of course for me during this session. What I'm going now to do is to add a warning message. You remember that we have this constraint here. Okay, if the email ends with something, if the email ends with some other things, there are two messages that will tell the customer or the end user that, hey, you are doing something wrong here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is adding, let's say that I have this dictionary here, result. This is an empty dictionary. Okay, so I will have this, let's say, result dot update value. It will be another dictionary. First one will be website, and this will be the value here. Okay, so I will remove this part. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. Results. Okay, so now to set the value, there is another way to set the value, is by adding value the field name, and now here we have the value for this field. Let's check this if it's work. Let's create another one. Request XYZ. Okay, we'll keep this one, keep another field here. The email, let's say that I have an email yz@apc.com. Okay, it still works. It means that this expression is valid. Okay, so please do not be confused. It's the same like this one. Okay, we have a value. The value is about adding a field name and its value. You can also add another key like warning. Okay, and this warning is another dictionary of title. Let's say it's congrats. I'm writing it correctly because okay, message. Of course, there is no warning message was titled congrats. Okay, but this is just as an example. So the message will be okay. So by adding an email, okay, the website will be filled automatically, and also you will have a warning message, okay, that tells you congrats, you have added a new email, and this of course will be returned as a result. So let's do this again. I will reload the page. Another request. APC. By the way, I do not save any of them. I'm just adding what can help me to train. Just it. Okay. So again, it's x y did at I'm not sure u.com. Okay, you have added an email. This can be very useful. Okay, because now you can hit OK, proceed with filling data and save. That's it. Okay, how can this be useful? Let's say that you have this constraint. If you, watched the other session about constraints, you have this constraints here. This actually will prevent you, okay, and totally you will be stuck with this messages if you are trying to add an email what ends with Gmail, or another email with ends with yahoo.com. Actually, you will be stuck over there. Okay, but sometimes let's say that you have 100 entry to be entered to this form views, and you are trying to early validate or know early if you have any issues. This will be very useful. Okay, so if you added here something that tells if you have an Gmail or yahoo.com, you should show this warning message immediately. Okay, no need to fill the whole data, then you will discover that you entered the wrong data when you hit save. That's it. Okay, again, if you have constraints, you will not figure out that you have a problem until you hit save. The constraints will work at this point. Actually, you can add the same code and on a change, which will be triggered immediately after you fill the data. Okay, and you will know immediately. No need to fill the remaining data until you know that you have a problem. Okay. Okay, for now, let's say that we have this. Okay, let's say that I need to have a domain. Okay, I will prevent some customers. I will filter on some customers. I think that employee has a domain. Okay, let's start this debug mode. Okay, we have no domain here. Okay, we will add a domain. I think we have a domain because this is not only all the customers. Oh, this is an employee. That's it. That's why. I'm sorry. I forgot about this field. It's an employee. That's why there is no parent. No problem. So what I'm going to do right now is to add a domain. This is another dictionary with domain. And this is about adding a field. Let's say it's employee ID. And now we have the domain. Domain, as you know, it's a list of tuples. And each tuple have a field, operator, and the value you are trying to compare with. Okay, so let's say that I will, you know, not sure how to say this, but what I'm going to do now is to get an ID for an employee, Abigail Patterson. Her ID is 20. What I'm going to do right now is to prevent this one to appear. Okay, let's say that ID not equal 20. Of course, this is not exactly what we are going to do. I mean, in real life. So if I refresh now, Abigail will not be on the list anymore. Oh, let me check again. This ID is 20. Aha, yes, I did not trigger the domain. I'm sorry. I need to trigger this domain first by adding an email here. Let's say it's ASD at VPN. Okay, so we have this warning message, we have this website, and Abigail is not there anymore. Okay, so when I tested it last time, I did not trigger this on a change. I mean, the domain wasn't there when I tried to test. Okay, so for now you have this on a change. You have, I think, I'm not sure of course, but the warning and domain, it's not frequently used. So that's why you might not be familiar with, even if you are an experienced developer, because it's not, again, it's not frequently used. Sometimes, or let's say most of the time, you only depend on adding just value, something like that, as we did in the beginning. Self.website equal the value here, and that's it. That's actually what we are frequently use onchange for. But actually, you can, again, you can add, let's say, some customized on a warning message. This can be also changed on a different situations. And also the ID here is not what you really want to do. Actually, you can let's say that if you have an email with apc.com, okay, and you want to make it prevent anyone else, I mean to have only employees with apc.com, okay, you can do this. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you during this session. Results will contain value warning domain, and how I did know this, again, the source code, it means that you have the full power. I'm sorry, I think that I missed some. Okay, this is on a change, and you now know more about on change. If you, of course, I think that a lot of you really know about this. Okay, so I think that I'm done with on a change. I would appreciate if you have any questions. Also this one is this session is a short one, as not. I think that we already worked on longer sessions before. Okay, guys, I'm waiting for you. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer. If you have any suggestion, also. Okay, I think that I did not get any questions, but anyway, if you have any questions, you can share it with me on Facebook/more Python. This is my page on Facebook, and also you can add any comments here. Of course, after I finish, you can also subscribe to my channel. This will be very helpful for both of us. For me, I will know who how many audience are really interested in these sessions, and for you, you will be notified for new sessions, and you will be able to be attended. Also, to make sure that you get the notification, you can also I'm not sure that you are. I think that I have a problem with internet, so please let me know if you have any problems too. Okay. It's not opening. Anyway, this is my page on Facebook, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to help you with it. Thank you, and let's meet in another session very soon. Thank you.